guys, welcome to episode 9 of 5-Minute FAQ for homeschooling. Tonight I'm going to be talking about structuring your day. I just finished my first day back in the schoolroom today, and I'm tired. It's a kind of an exhausting experience, but anyway, things I relearned today at the beginning of my new school year. The first thing is I think it's really great for kids if you can start with some kind of a warm-up. Again, I talked in, I think, the last episode about brain benders and logic puzzles and those sorts of things. I tend to find that the little fun things like that kind of make the synapses pop, make them a little bit more anxious to get on with their day and a little bit less resistant to doing their schoolwork. So warm-ups are just great. And if you don't have a ready supply of them, man, they're all over the internet. You can look up writing warm-ups or activity warm-ups, all kinds of things. There's so many options. If you or your student or both gets overwhelmed, don't be afraid to shift gears, is what I always say. It is easy to become sort of a slave to your schedule and feel like you have to hit every mark on there. And sometimes it's just not feasible. Sometimes brains just don't work that way. I think today it took us an hour and a half to plug through a math lesson because just like nobody could remember anything. It was pretty tough. But that's just how it is sometimes. So don't be afraid to switch gears. I should have done that a lot faster today. I should have said, hey, let's do a logic puzzle, or let's, go for a walk around the block, or, do something to kind of get your head out of the doldrums. I'll remember that for tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, right? A lot of kids really thrive on routine, and so kind of opposite of what I just said, I guess. Don't be afraid to create a routine and stick with it if that's what really jives with your kiddo and jives with you as well. I have never been that great at a routine, honestly. It's I'm a little bit more fly by the seat of your pants, and if something's not firing on all cylinders, I am pretty apt to just kind of like scrap it even for the day sometimes and say, let's come back to this tomorrow. But sometimes falling into a rhythm really, really works well for kids, especially kids who, I don't know a lot about this, but I do know some families with kids on the autism spectrum, and I know that need for routine is very, very real for them. So, yeah. If you're feeling kind of bogged down in your day, don't hesitate to think about going to creative places to get your schoolwork done. Outdoors, in parks, in pavilions and gazebos, in a coffee shop, in your living room, in a hammock somewhere. This year, actually, haven't done it yet, but we are trying to get hammock anchors into the walls so that during reading time, the boys can just pop themselves right into their hammock and just enjoy some swinging time while they're reading. Just something to shake it up a little bit and keep them interested. That seems to work pretty well for our kids. We're in the Pacific Northwest, of course, and so being outdoors in the winter is often not a great option. But you could always, if you live in a place that's more amenable to outdoor stuff, you could take it out to a park anytime. Don't feel like you have to cover everything every single day. That's an easy trap to fall into. You just kind of like, this is the thing that we have to do every day, and that's not necessarily the case. And you don't necessarily have to cover a subject for the entire year either. You can go for a semester, or you can go for a trimester and have that be done. That's something I always forget to do, is to not feel like I have to hit it every day and not feel like I have to do it for the whole year. So yeah. I also feel like interspersing fun subjects is a really good idea. Again, my kids love vocabulary. So working in tackling two tough subjects, like if science is a really intense subject for the day and math is a really intense subject for the day, throw in something in between that just kind of breaks up the monotony and makes it a little bit more fun for them. And then working in breaks is really important too. I feel like when our kids get a little bit like neurotic, we'll We'll send them running around the house or running up and down the stairs a few times. We have just stairs right here, so it's like, okay, up and down the stairs 3 times, and they'll come back usually a little bit winded and a little bit calmer, and got their juices flowing a little bit. Sometimes we'll take a walk around the block. Sometimes we need to scrap everything and go for a hike, and that's okay. Sometimes we do classroom calisthenic challenges. Okay, drop and give me 20, and they actually really enjoy that sometimes. It starts out as punishment for them, they think, but then it works into like, we feel really good about this. Let's do some more. So yeah, there's just some ideas for kind of structuring your day and kind of breaking up the monotony, and also just the kind of the doldrums that tend to hit when you're doing hours and hours of schoolwork every day. So hope that was helpful to you guys. And in the next episode, we'll talk about when you're stuck, what to do when you're stuck. Have a great night, guys.